Good morning. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes, 10 seconds increments. And here we go. And we have the white pieces against Uncle Hussein from the Netherlands. Oh, how cool. My own country. Well, that's cool. Let's see, do we get an e4, e5? No, we get a Sicilian. Unfortunate. I was hoping for a e5 so we can practice our new opening. Well, we played the late Alapin. We will stick to that. I have decided to change my e4, e5 opening with white. It's because I don't like the positions I get, especially in the Gioco Piano and Pianissimo, I believe it's called. I don't really like those. So I'm going to change it up to a four-night scotch. But not today. I need to focus here. I need to focus. Okay. So what's going on? Let me see. He is ready to deploy the bishop to g4. I can avoid that. Try to avoid it. Which we can do. We can also allow the bishop to arrive and then immediately break the pin with that bishop move. That is possible. He has this check, but that's not really anything to worry about. So I need to choose. Do I want to lose the tempo to play h3 and make it harder for him to develop the bishop? Or do I let the bishop come, castle, and that's it? Well, a quick castle can benefit me. I'm not quite sure what do I want to do with the bishop? Do I want to have it here? Pressuring that pawn. Could be an idea. Then if the bishop comes, I think I have a little tactic here. Takes. Not really. No, not really. Because of these pawns. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with the bishop. Maybe I wanted to have it here to support the center. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I mean, yeah, the bishop can come, but who cares? Now I'm can castle. Spent more than 2 minutes on that move. That's silly. Oh, he blocked his bishop in. So, well, it's not any more of a deal anyway. Okay. So, all right. I think we just keep developing here. Get the knight out, rook to the center. Nothing special. Okay. So I do like this move. he can close it up, but that's good for me. Then he cannot develop the knight. That bishop is blocked in, and he's a little bit cramped. Of course, he can take. That is also possible. Can also push this pawn. That pawn push does open up the center. I can also just bring my rook to the middle, because he is going to play the knight out at some point. Maybe then I can play this move with tempo actually. Takes, and then where's the knight going? We will see. Let's do that. Let's centralize the rook. And we also need to develop that bishop at some point. Okay. So he's covering now that square. I can try to push that pawn, but he doesn't have to take. He can just do something else, which is very good possible. Maybe he jumps the knight in, but then I think I will take, double the pawns, and then we can open it up. And if he takes, well, I just take back. And then I have an open e-file. And if he goes here, I'm just wondering if I can win a piece there. Looks like I can. Not quite sure. Here, obviously not. Okay, so he's giving me the open file. That's nice. Still, he has to move the knight somewhere. And he goes all the way back. That's fine. Now I have an annoying pawn there in the center. And some pressure on the bishop if I ever move my bishop. Now, how do we want to do this? Because, well, I do like my knight here. What's his next move going to be? Probably something like that. Probably something like that. I can also move the bishop and double up, make it harder for him to castle. Maybe that's better. I can give a check, but I think that helps my opponent develop the pieces. I really like the retreating move. What about this? I just double up. I don't want to play a slow move. Then he can develop the knight and castle on the next move. Well, because of that, this is also a nice move. But it doesn't do anything. Now wait a minute, this doesn't, well, it does work. but not really. You have to go back with your bishop, otherwise I win it. Yeah, and then doubling up. The knight can come out with tempo, but then I just slide back. I like that. Okay, so we have decided that we are going to move the bishop, but where? Here? Or just back? I'm just going back with the bishop. And the whole point is that if he goes there, then I will double up. And make sure he can't castle, right? Right. Well, he can at some moments, but it's more difficult. Now we want to develop the bishop. Not really liking that square. Next move, definitely h3, unless he goes for the pin. Maybe that's his best option, to go for the pin and take. Yeah. It's not even that bad. Now, how to do this? Because now he can just take, and if I take back, he has time to castle. I can go there, challenge the knights, but that drops the pawn actually. I also need to finish my development here. It's also something I need to do. Yeah, this is a good move. Yeah. Okay. We are putting our rook on the c file. Now if he castles, no, he's not. Okay, but he wants to castle. I think that's a good decision. Anyway, let's take. We have the bishop pair, which is good. Now, of course, he's still a little bit cramped. Let's go here. Maybe there are some tactics in the future. I mean, this pawn is overloaded. It's protecting the pawn and the knight at the same time. But I also have very basic ideas of just sliding over, attack the king. I think I misplayed it because he could castle. But I'm not that unhappy. I mean, I have the bishop pair, which is a good thing. Okay, so he's protecting the bishop. Ooh. Imagine if my bishop was here and I take. Well, he can. If he takes with the bishop, then that's checkmate. But he doesn't have to. He can just take with the pawn. And then I'm just sacrificing for no reason. Now, on the other hand, he needs to be careful here. I can go here with the knight. I'm attacking the queen. Queen has to move, preferably somewhere where it also protects the rook. Then I can take with check. Bishop takes, and then I can take the rook. Start simplifying. Something like that. That could be interesting. Question is that the right move? So here he has so many options. That it's difficult to say what he is going to do. Well, let's do it. I mean, why not? And just let's see where the queen is going. Now I know I'm not longer defending that pawn. Maybe I should have gone here first, just to make it more difficult. Now, on the other hand, I think I have a slight advantage right now. But if I trade all the pieces, then it's obvious that I don't have an advantage anymore. All right. Well, one thing is definitely true. I'm taking too much time, way too much. Yeah, so it's important to stay guarding the what's it called? The rook. Now, if I take, then of course bishop takes. Well, I have the option to. Well, I can win a pawn, I think. So takes. I take the rook with check. Queen has to take. That's forced. I can sacrifice my bishop here. Takes, and then win a pawn. And in that scenario, yeah, sure, why not? I think that works. It's a nice, cute tactic. But before I proceed, just need to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Maybe the computer finds a better way to do this. So this was my entire idea. Yeah, so something like this. Takes. Now he doesn't have to take, he can also just go there actually. That's also possible. But in that scenario, I think I'm going here with the queen to check and to threaten checkmate. So if he takes my rook, then it's mates. And so here and here, I'm also covering that square. So maybe then the bishop will go back. Then I go here, but the bishop can actually cover. Yes, so it's funny. So here, yeah, if it takes, then checkmate. Here, and if back, well, I can go here. That forces the bishop back. Yeah, that's also a funny move. So my rook is poisoned. You can also decide to push first. But then I'm going here, then I'm winning material. This is tricky. Oh, he's disconnecting. He is disconnecting. Oh, he's back. Uncle Hussein is disconnecting. He's going back and forth. So I didn't want a pawn actually. I didn't want anything. So if he goes back and I go here and he goes there, I can go here, but then he can just go there. But then I can take that pawn. So that's not an option. Tricky. I'm curious about what my opponent is going to find as a resource. What about this move? Yeah, what about that move? Do I come in with check? I don't know. You have to go there. Oh, he's going there. But that wins material, right? Right. Well, he's getting a rook and a bishop for the queen. He's getting a lot. Wow. Yeah. He's getting a rook and a bishop. Unless I'm overseeing something. And so I think takes. But I can take the pawn and then I will win. I will win more. I will win also the rook. Yeah, I will also win the rook. And then his pawn structure is he doesn't have a pawn structure anymore. And we should be able to convert that. So let's see what my opponent is going to do. I don't think he has a way out of it. I mean, I am actually threatening to take the queen with check. I'm wondering if he takes my rook. Oh no! Yeah, I take with check, so I can save the bishop actually. If that happens, well, then I take the queen with check, and then I will take the horsey. Yeah. So I'm going to try out some new openings in the near future. So with white e4, e5, I want to play the four knight Scotch. That's what I'm going to try. Against the Sicilian, I will stick to the delayed Alapin, but also, if possible, I want to play more anti-Sicilians, like I believe it's called the Moscow and the Rossolimo. It's where you play bishop b5, I think. Bishop b5 or bishop b6, something like that. Against Caro Kann, I want to switch to the two knights variation, or at least where you play a pawn in the center and put your knights out. And the French, I'm going to play the exchange variation actually. And the reason why is because, well, I played against the French maybe one game in 60, 70 games, so almost never. And yeah, I just want to keep it simple. I think it's a tough opening to play against, especially if you are not aware of the theory. And French players are most likely to know all the variations, and then because they play the French a lot, and I never played the French, so when I do, I just want to keep it simple. And I've heard that French players don't like playing the exchange variation, so that's also a nice benefit. So that's about it. And I get some help from someone who's helping me with these openings. So I will give it a try and see if I like it, if it fits my style, and how it works out. For black, I will stick to what I do. I'm really loving the Caro Kann. Queen's Gambit declines. I really like those, and I've also the reverse London, very solid. So I will stick to that. There's only one thing I really miss. I really miss playing the Vienna. I always loved playing that opening. I think it's an amazing opening. So maybe from time to time I will throw in a game where I play the Vienna. I mean, it's just so much fun. It's just the problem when you get better and play against stronger players. If they know the theory against the Vienna, then you're not going to have a fun game. But yeah, sometimes it's good to switch it up. it also has to stay fun. So I'm wondering what my opponent is doing at the moment. Well, he's taking a lot of time. I don't hope he is going to run the clock down to 0. Then I have to sit here for 3 more minutes. It's a waste of our time. But it's his good right. It's his time. He can do whatever he wants. Maybe he's in deep thoughts. Probably he is. I mean, what can he do? He can sacrifice the bishop with check. Oh, that I will. Of course, I will take. That will dislodge my king, but that doesn't help the situation, I think. Well, the knight out. I will take with check. Rook will take. And then probably I will take the knight with the pawn. Yeah, probably will do that. And if the knight goes there, well, then I take with check, rook takes, and then I will pick up the knight, also attacking the rook, so I can save my bishop. If queen takes, then I will take with check. King has to move here, only spot. I can throw in a check. I don't know if that's any good. It develops my bishop. And then I will take here. Fork these guys, so I win another piece. If he plays f5, well, in that case, I think I will take with check. And then you have to go here. Or here. Maybe that's even better. I'm looking, is there a way to save the rook and the queen at the same time? Maybe. Yeah, I can throw in this check. That also protects my my rook. Yeah, so we have that in our back pocket. And he only has 20 seconds. He's going to run down the clock. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Right. Let's see the analysis. Yep, we have to push that button. And 72.7. That's not, it's not that great against 66. So it was a little bit shaky game. Let's see. This is what I like about the delayed Alapin. You get a full center most of the times, and easy to play game. This is all fine. That's the good move. Here I was, I don't know, not so sure. Bishop out was better. Makes sense. Developing a piece, you're x-raying those pieces. Yeah. And then, of course, my rook can go to the c file. Now that I'm looking at it, it totally makes sense. And yeah. Well, that was good. Oh, that was not the best move. Of course not. Take with the knight. Of course. Tempo move. Right? Yeah. Take with the knight. I have a beautiful knight here. Why did I overlook that? Didn't even came to my mind. I was just hoping maybe for for a move like that, and I think that loses a piece because of check. Yep, and then d7 only move. Well, there are more moves, but the computer suggests d7, and then we take the free piece. That was what I was hoping for, but that didn't happen. Bishop back. Yeah, that was a strong move, and yeah. Okay, so takes, castles. You have an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. I still have, I'm plus 1.2, but I should have gone here. Immediately threatening the pawn. And checkmate, you have to deal with that. A little bit more aggressive. This is too slow. That's a blunder. And that was not the move. That's a good move, but not the move. What did I had here? Knight b5. Knight b5. And then queen d8. And then what? Knight c7. Of course, protected by the rook, forking these guys. Oh, it totally makes sense. It's not even that hard to see, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Man, really need to work on those. A lot of missed opportunities. I thought I could win a pawn here. I had something better in this position. Wow, sacrificing the bishop, eh? Yeah, deflection. Yeah, I, I don't want the queen to protect the rook because then I have this trick. So if he takes my bishop, well, then he has some problems here because of this, and that's obvious good for me. And if he doesn't take like that, then I still take, and then I come in with the rook, and then you have to move the king somewhere. Wow, it's made in 4. The computer says sacrifice the queen. What if I just go, I don't know, here? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Yeah, nice tactic. And what about... Now that doesn't help because I just take the pawn. But I guess you can just go here, right? And then I keep harassing the queen. Wow. Yeah. need to remember this. I mean, I was close. I think. Because I had the right idea, but it didn't came to my mind to deflect the queen from defending the rook. And I didn't saw the checkmate sequence obvious. I just went for the pawn. I just thought, well, takes. I win a pawn. That's good for me. And yeah, it's looking scary for him. But he went here, danger levels. And I think this was a strong move. The computer doesn't even think it's a good move. Well, Queen G4 is the third move, the third engine move. It's not bad. Oh, it's not bad at all. But it likes C7 more. Rook C7. I don't get it. What am I trying to do here? Knight D7. Rook takes B7. Okay, so I take a pawn. What if the bishop comes back? I don't know. Like my opponent did in the game. Oh, yeah. Then bishop E3. Slowly bringing the pieces into the attack. Okay. No. No. The other bishop to E3. What? Oh, E3. That's here. Not here. Sorry. Bring the bishop back. I'm up a pawn. No. And it's plus 1.5. No, it's not that crazy. I really like this move more. It poses more problems, I think. Because, well, I'm threatening checkmate if he goes away from the diagonal. So he went back. Yeah, that's an awesome move. And if he takes, of course, I take with check, and then he goes there. And I was between throw in a check or just pick up the pieces. Or even better, bishop e3. Save my bishop, because this situation is not going to solve itself. He cannot move. So I'm not in a rush. I can just save the bishop. So there are so many things in this game actually that I missed and could have done better. That it's maybe a wonder, a miracle that I won the game. Yeah, it's a good game to learn from. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope I will see you back tomorrow for a new game. Goodbye.